are some rides that you absolutely must do when you visit someplace. This is a ride that we've done many times on the channel, but still enjoy doing. We are here in the Verdugo Mountains and we're riding up to the Tree of Life. Not quite sure why the Tree of Life is called the Tree of Life, but that's what it's called on Google Maps. And if you've never been to this area, this is the Verdugo Mountains, a small transverse mountain range right in the San Fernando Valley. Laura is on her Niner again, and I am on the Ritchie. I did swap something from yesterday. I put the EESilk carbon suspension seat post with the ergon saddle. I think that would work a little bit better for this terrain. The toughest part of this ride is actually the first mile or so, where it just gets stupid steep. I can already feel it in my lungs, so let's get this stupid steep part over with. All right, we're coming up to the climb. Right now we're cruising at a reasonable 7%, but up that hill gets in the double digits. I think something like 14, 16%. Okay, come on. Yep, solid 14% right here. It's about when you start to question your life decisions. Also really glad I put the 11 to 50 on the Ritchie. I think it's getting steeper here. Yeah, 15%. Heart rate's blowing up. Oh my God. All right, made up the first pitch. Just trying to get the heart rate down before the next steep unpaved pitch. But after that, it's like a cruisy 7% all the way up. Piece of cake. But check it out. Mountains, freeway, mountains. Alright, so we're up and over the Steepest Bed. So from here it should be a constant grind all the way to the top. So we've gone a mile and a half from the trailhead and we've already climbed 500 feet. Definitely a punchy climb. What do you think of the surface so far?
I'm actually surprised it's in such good condition.
Expecting more water to be flowing down.
Yeah, well, I was expecting a lot more like ruts and, you know, big chunks missing.
Yeah. All right, onward and upward. Absolutely love roads like this where they kind of snake back and forth and climb their way up. Like off to the left, up there, you can see where we're going. Looks like there were a couple mini slides the last couple days. That's a good sized baby head.
This is lit.
All right, we're practically at the top. We're about to hop on, I believe this is called the Verdugo motorway, parkway? Motorway. And if you look over there, Los Angeles in all its glory. So now we're at the top. This kind of rides the ridge for a little bit. Some nice cool squiggly turns. And then we will hit the Tree of Life and have a picnic. So according to the Garmin, we've been riding for about 3.4 miles and have climbed 1,242 feet, which it's a pretty good climb in the short distance.
Yeah, that's respectable.
Yeah, I didn't even puke once, which is nice.
This is lit.
This part is so cool. It's like having this little secret mountain right in the middle of the city. Although I guess it's a mountain, so it's not that secret, but just unexpected. All right, we're coming up to it. Be prepared to be wowed. This is the Tree of Life. It's pretty impressive, I'd say. Bench is not very impressive.
That one.
Pretty great spot. We've toyed with the idea of having a coffee outside here. I think that might just be cruel for some people. What do you think of the tree?
I'm glad that it's still standing.
Yeah. Every time we come up here, we're like, did it burn down? Has it fallen over? Did the rains wash it away? But still here, living.
It's all that life.
Right. So let's talk about this guy really quick. This is the EESilk suspension carbon, very fancy seat post, 30 mil of travel, adjustable elastomer. So depending on your weight, you can kind of tune it to your weight. I think one of the big concerns that people usually have with a suspension seat post is, you know, is it bobby? Does it rob your pedal stroke? And I feel like this one's fairly transparent. I have it set up on the stiff side, which I prefer. So not a ton of pedal bob. We'll see how much suspension it provides on the downhill. You guys saw how rocky it was going up. So I'll give you my impressions of the seat post after that. But so far so good, I'm digging it. If you're looking for a suspension seat post that's on the lighter side, on the more transparent side, then this is definitely one to check out. It is not inexpensive, so there's that. But hey, you only live once. Just had a quick short break. Now to turn around, go downhill, and see what the suspension seat post can do. Man, that's a bumpy descent. It totally feels way more bumpy on the way down because you're hitting things at a little bit higher speed. So a good test for the suspension seat post. You can hear the sounds of the freeway. So that means the ride is almost done. Well, that's the ride. Today is actually New Year's Day, so first ride of the year. I think off to a pretty good start.
Yes, agreed.
Hopefully this will be indicative of this year. Really hoping to get back into some kind of better fitness than after what happened last year. Wouldn't you agree?
Amen! Yes, all of the biking, all of the health.
In terms of the seat post, pretty subtle but noticeable. I found on truly rocky parts I was off the saddle anyways, but it was nice to have in those instances where you hit a bump and you forgot to unweight yourself so you wouldn't get punched in the crotch. I actually found myself using it more going uphill, and it was nice that it absorbed the bumps while climbing. So far so good. Look for a more in-depth review on the seat post in a couple weeks. But that's it for this video. As always, keep riding, have a happy new year, and keep the supple side down.